It's no joke. Holy smokes, we received some really important XRP news. Is it more accurate to say that the 𝗙𝗶𝗃 case is the XRPSEC case? Is it almost finished? We may be quite close. In addition, will BlackRock intervene at the last second, and why is it waiting? We'll discuss an expert's assessment of the BlackRock XRP ETF. I just winced since it hurts so much to move my foot after I think I broke my toes. We will discuss President Trump's declaration that he actually did not make the announcement, though. It wasn't actually cryptoriated, despite our first suspicion that it might be. Well, we'll also discuss it. I only ask that you send me a lovely grin so that I can start feeling well. Smash that like button, smash-itty. I challenged you to receive 3,333 likes last night. We had a close relationship. In reality, we received 2,800. We were therefore near. You guys can accomplish it, I'm sure. I will give you another chance. I'm going to challenge you once again. I'm confident you can succeed. This video has received 3,333 likes. Come on. XRP is now trading at $2.99. It's not one of the 99 problems I have. XRP is dancing a tango with the $3 level, as Jay-Z famously stated. Since it keeps bouncing up and down over and under it, it appears that 3 is no longer a useful resistance and support level. This indicates to me that the majority of the liquidity that was obstructing it was flushed out. At this point, it can just go over and back down repeatedly. There isn't any opposition or backing, and this is really fascinating. Which sort of suggests to me that if the market does choose to move in a particular direction, it will do so quickly, doesn't it? Either down or up, that is, okay? I'm not sure. As usual, since I have no idea what the market will do on a daily basis, I will never advise you to buy, sell, or hold. Not financial advice, of course. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. Very, very significant. Additionally, keep in mind that I will never message you on social media to ask you to send me money or join up for anything. They are con artists. For pleases, please, 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 please. Oh, watch out for danger. Alright, Bitcoin is returning to 115,000, but it is still below 116. Over the past few days, we have been discussing this. Since it was the peak of the gap, Bitcoin must regain that 116 level. Correct. The high point was the gap, the CME gap. Thus, that is the area that we are currently examining as a potential Bitcoin resistance. Naturally, the 3,850 was identified as an Ethereum resistance. I'll be keeping an eye on these levels during the next days. We went from a strong buy to a neutral one, and now the short-term indicators are asking us to buy, sell, and neutralize. You know, it's a mixed bag. Every oscillator is either sell or neutral. So, the momentum is reduced, but we are aware that this might be changed at any time. We might move in the opposite direction, and the market would quickly heat up. We'll see how this develops, but XRP might continue to follow the current downward trajectory. We've discussed once more how the conclusion of the week next week might serve as a catalyst, which I've been anticipating. The SEC launched the game-changing project crypto last week. The White House published a crypto report. The executive order stopped crypto debanking. Liquid staking was removed from securities, and the CFTC permitted spot trading on listed exchanges. But the price? Hung, you mean a giant nothing burger? I'm exhausted. I'm not sure if it's August. For example, what does exhaustion mean? Saying that term is difficult. Exhaustion, indicating a high level of hype. The markets were rising. A little percentage of retail sales began to arrive. Skip the lunar trip. Did Bitcoin fail to reach 150? Ethereum failed to reach 4,800. XRP failed to reach 5. And people, you know, received a little bit of the wind from the sales, don't they? I was looking at some channel analytics and noticed that it shows you popular videos. Naturally, the videos on that page that are trending for me as a creator were all from 3 weeks ago. Correct. I won't name the originator, but I just noticed someone who said, XRP just created a new all-time high. Next up, XRP to 20. And, you know, no, retreating came next. Yes, and this is how the markets can be at times. There are ups and downs. as well as setbacks. Those of you who have spent more than a moment with me are aware of this. Together, we have had many experiences. We've had some incredible rallies. We've encountered ballistic missiles before. We've seen markets plummet by 20 to 30% in a single day. We have witnessed a wide range of antics. To be honest, the community of people who watch me has been incredible since other channels are getting in their face, don't they? And, well, we're still doing fine. You know, occasionally the algorithm doesn't like a video or something, but overall, you guys have been fantastic. Despite the fact that the videos are occasionally too long, I ramble too much, I make bad dad jokes, and there are other reasons why some people might not be watching the videos, which is their prerogative. Though I don't understand it, I truly appreciate you sticking with me, watching the channel, and returning. We won't open that, I guess. Although it appears that the majority of you have not, there are other reasons why, and I would understand if someone stopped watching you for that reason. Recently, someone actually asked me this question, and I replied, you know, for the most part, no, meaning that people have been incredibly supportive and still watch the videos, so it doesn't seem to be a problem. In other words, you don't have to understand what I'm talking about. You do realize, don't you? That's the current state of affairs in the cryptocurrency industry. We'll see how this develops over the course of the next few days. People are now discussing today or tomorrow. For me, it's already today, but for you, it might be tomorrow or even tomorrow if you're in Australia. People are discussing August 7th, which is the date of our closed-door meeting. It may be mentioned that Ripple Rights has dropped its appeal and paid the fine on this date. According to a pro-XRP attorney, the SEC is expected to reject its own appeal before August 15th, and a final vote could be held at the agency's August 7th close meeting tomorrow. We've been waiting, so we'll see if that actually occurs and if there's any news. Perhaps 3 or 4 weeks have passed since Brad declared that the appeal and the SEC will no longer be pursued. I'm not sure. Perhaps they simply had higher priorities, or perhaps it's summer. We might receive an update on it in the next days, I suppose. This is intriguing. Concerns about capital flight and US dollar supremacy are raised by China's testing of stable coinage. Oh, I see. The coin that is stable, the crypto Cold War, has begun. This is something I knew was going to happen. We discussed this yesterday. And today. And China would not. I can't even recall. We discussed this, but it's all kind of a jumble with the summer vacation. Additionally, China will not remain silent and allow the United States to gain control of stable currencies. And bolstering the US dollar as a result of the treasury purchases, well, this is not what they want. They want me to have the same opportunities as the Chinese and Americans. I didn't see them simply sticking with the stablecoins, despite the fact that they do have some regulations against cryptocurrency. They will begin testing it, and they will observe, even though, say, 2 or 3 days ago,